Well. So before we get started, I want to apologize. I haven't been uploading as much content as I would have liked to. This holiday season, believe it or not, has been busy as hell for me. Been doing a lot of running around, family stuff. Even though it is kind of an off year, I still had a lot to do, but I am back and ready for the Buffalo Bills playoff run. The Buffalo Bills are coming off a dominant performance. They opened up a massive can of whoop-ass, slaying the team that has been their father for the past 20 years, the New England Patriots. And they did it in prime time, which was awesome. Absolutely embarrassed them. The highlight of the game for me was seeing Bill Belichick spike a phone after maybe the worst challenge I have ever seen. So what's next? Well, I'll get into that in a second, but before I do, I want to say if you haven't already, can you please like this video and subscribe to the channel? Also, if you're getting a little antsy for the playoffs, maybe you're a little bit on edge, why don't you try Vitality. Vitality is a local CBD company based right here in Buffalo. They have salves, water-soluble, organic, and pet CBD. Feel free to check them out in the description below. Enter the promo code GETTHETABLES for 30% off of your order. So what's next for the Buffalo Bills is a date with the Miami Dolphins in Orchard Park, New York, at 1 p.m. on Sunday. Let me just say that I love the fact that the Bills have had so much primetime exposure as of late. They did not disappoint. You could make a case that the Buffalo Bills dominated all 4 games in primetime. They answered the bell and they certainly deserve that time slot. That being said, I am thankful for this 1 p.m. kickoff. I'm a guy who loves to change it up, but I also love the classic 1 p.m. kickoff, and I think it's good to be able to have one of those to wrap up the season. So the Buffalo Bills either clinch the number 2 seed with a win over the Miami Dolphins, or they could still lose, and if Pittsburgh loses, they still clinch the 2 seed. The Steelers have already come out and said that they're going to sit some of their starters, including Ben Roethlisberger. If any team is going to pull off a 2004 Buffalo Bills and lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers backups, it's going to be the Cleveland Browns. It would be so Cleveland. I'm pulling for you, Browns. If I were the Buffalo Bills, I would sit my starters as well. The 2 notable names being Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. Both Allen and Diggs are having career years, and I don't want to jeopardize that for anything. I know that Josh Allen only needs 40 more passing yards to break Drew Bledsoe's single-season passing record, and that's literally the only reason I can see the Bills even suiting him up in this game. If they do for some reason, I'd like to see him do nothing but those quick pop passes or something that gets it out of his hands as quick as possible. I don't want to risk any type of injury right before the playoffs. This team is the hottest team in the NFL, and we don't want to do anything to put ourselves in harm's way. If the Buffalo Bills put in their backups and lose to Miami, there is absolutely no scenario where the Buffalo Bills will play the Miami Dolphins in the playoffs. Well, the wild card round, that is. This to me is a bummer because Miami is the team I want to face the most in the first round of the AFC playoffs. If Miami does get in, which it's very likely they will, I don't see them beating any team. I see them being the worst team in the playoffs, regardless of where they're seated, and I don't see them advancing over any team in the AFC. 2 scenarios I want to see happen. 1, I want to see the Buffalo Bills, no matter who's playing, whether it's Matt Barkley, Josh Allen, Davis Webb, defeat the Miami Dolphins. If we beat the Dolphins, they still have like a 75% chance to make the playoffs or something like that. They just need one of either Baltimore, Cleveland, or Indianapolis to lose, and they're still in, but that would knock them down a peg. So if we defeat them, we still have a chance to face them in the wild card round, and that's what I want the most. So I would like to see the Bills defeat the Miami Dolphins this Sunday and then make them come back the very next week to face us in the playoffs. If that doesn't happen, I'd still like to beat them, and I'd like the other 3 teams to win and just see Miami completely kiboshed from the whole thing. Because if we can't play them, I don't want any other team to. I don't want any team to get an easier victory. Now, I think it might seem like I'm poo-pooing the Dolphins, which I am, because they have Ryan Fitzpatrick and Tua Tagovailoa. Now, I know Fitz is capable of pulling off a Fitz magic moment or a game or a stretch of games, but I don't see that happening against the Bills or the Ravens or any playoff team for that matter. Everybody's too good. Maybe the Steelers, but that's about it. As a Bills fan, I want to avoid Kansas City until the AFC Championship game. And a way I can improve my chances of maybe not even having to play them is having a better team such as the Colts, the Browns, or the Ravens face the Chiefs and possibly beat them and take them out so I wouldn't even have to play them to get to the Super Bowl. But let's take it one game at a time. This week we have the Dolphins on our slate. I am excited to see what the Bills do. I'm very interested to see how Sean McDermott and the coaching staff approaches this game. Let me know in the comments if you would start or sit Josh Allen. Also, who you want to draw in the first round. Thank you for watching. Have a good week. Go Bills.